What? Here comes Chase Young off the edge. Chase Young. Fifth sack today for Washington.
Payne, and he goes down.
Washington takes over.
What's going on out there, YouTube? What's going out there, Team Hollywood? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. Man, we bringing you some Madden NFL 24, baby. And I'm just doing a little workout, guys. This is a play now. This is not franchise. This is play now. We're going up against these Jalen Hurts and these Philadelphia Eagles. Man, let's do it. If you are new to my channel, obviously we haven't met. I'm Hollywood Sports. Thank you for clicking on the video. Let's do it. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we're going to stop there, run on the inside first. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Man, I hope everybody's enjoying Madden 24. I hope we have a good season. I hope we have a good season, baby. I hope we have a good season. Here we go.
Madden NFL 24, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry.
It's time for the matchup,
it's the
baby.
Philadelphia
It's time for the
Eagles
matchup.
and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. Well, in most cases, you'd say that was a lost season.
We're playing an all-pro, guys. This is all-pro difficulty.
That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think.
Here we go, baby. Full game, baby. This is going to be a full game, guys. Well, 5-minute quarters at that. Here we go.
Offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They made sure to lock up their signal
good
caller
kick,
in
baby.
the
Good
offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to Patrick Mahomes for league.
Get Jalen Hurts, man.
It certainly was.
He likes to run, so we're going to have to get ready for
now
that.
They have their signal caller for the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone's
probably going to do that option play. So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and get my option defense. We're going to put it on conservative right there. There we go. All right, here we go.
A run for the
nope, you ain't going nowhere, man. Good stop, good stop, good stop.
But it slowed him down
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go,
Defensively,
here
though, they
we
had
go,
a chance there to hit him
here
for
we
a
go.
loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he
Playing
wasn't able
Jamin
to get
Davis,
him
baby.
down.
All right, guys, let's watch Hurts.
They were able
Watch
to
Hurts.
grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any
Okay,
further downfield.
okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's go.
14 yards there.
We're probably going to get blown out, but that's okay.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback,
Oh, we
that's
knew
quite
you were running. We knew you were running, baby. We knew it. We knew it. Let's go.
Has to still try and get to him, especially
Talk to him. Talk to him, Allen. Talk to him,
They're
baby.
going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him.
Oh, keep throwing it to the back. He's throwing to the back.
A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Inside handoff.
Oh, he went right by me. He went right by me.
Ooh. 2 to go on second down.
Good juke move right there. Good juke move. Try to man him up here.
To run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst. Nice gain too.
On second down, here's
no!
Stiff armed him.
Guys, tackle.
Down at the 27-yard line.
These Eagles ain't no joke, man. They're serious right now.
A couple of nice carries
back to back
right
here,
establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these are bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for.
Eat that option.
And getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we?
Come on, dude, let's tighten up. Let's tighten up.
As this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room.
See, the momentum swing is not going as fast as it did in Madden 23.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, D. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Come on, D.
Here's Hurts to throw.
No, he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds, baby. He's out of bounds.
Cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this.
4th and 2. Are they going to go for it?
Short. They elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short.
They're going for it, guys. They're going for it.
The first quarter, like you said, is set the tone. Can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there.
Come on, D.
They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's changing the play. He's changing the play.
Nope. Penny.
Oh, he must have saw the weaknesses in the defense. See, the AI called it audible right there. He called it audible right there based on our defense right there. And he was wide open. Good play call.
With 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles. You hate
good
to
blocking right there.
Field goal.
Wow.
They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL.
I should have got those instructions off there, but that's okay.
And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
I knew this was going to be a tough game.
Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Oh, look at that defense, man. Wow. Ooh, they were looking for work right there.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started.
Come on, we don't need that. We don't need this. Come on.
Get going.
I got to take those off on the next video.
It's 2nd and 10. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2nd quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a tough one.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Yes! There we go. Way to go. Way to go, baby. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. 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 Good pass right there.
Get behind the linebackers and grab the
good pass right there, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, we got the edge. We got the edge right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Beautiful.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield
Stop.
across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit.
Curtis.
They gave up
yards,
a significant run, 6
Come
yards.
on, Curtis. Get some
and
yards,
now you're
baby.
saying to yourself,
Come on, Curtis.
how do we
Come on,
stop
Curtis.
them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Wow.
This is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and
I knew this was going to be a tough game, man. Tough
I
game.
like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Howell.
Cut. No!
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Wow.
And the Eagles will take over here.
Oh, I should have went with the check down. I got greedy. I thought I could get it in there.
Real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback.
That didn't lead him out there. It was just a bad throw anyway.
Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all
Wow.
the time, but sometimes.
Should have took the check down right there.
You've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back.
Come on, D.
He's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out.
Look at this. Look at this gameplay, man.
He did. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive.
We need a big play. We need a big play right here.
That one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Watch Hurts. Watch Hurts.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I got to look at this play again. We got to replay this, man. What happened on this play? Oh, he just took off running. Okay. I was getting ready to say.
Throwing is Hurts.
I got him. Oh!
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts.
Wow.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown.
I like the challenge, though. I like the
13
challenge.
touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's what turnovers will do to you. That's what turnovers will do to you.
It results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in an early hole.
They definitely
First
got
drive, they
momentum
threw
now,
the
don't they?
interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down throw for Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away.
Terrible.
And it falls
That's terrible,
down
man. That's just
incomplete.
terrible.
Zone
It's
coverage there,
completely
and they were
terrible.
playing deep.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Can't even see my lines, man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Got his target, Samuel.
Yes,
and
yes.
He's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And then the quarters will cover 2.
And Howell will throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
I don't know why I'm forcing passes, man. I'm forcing passes. I had another timeout.
As they take over at their 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
Threw it right to him.
And I just
Wow.
wonder, because
Threw
I
it
don't
right
think it's
to
going to
him.
rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Yeah, this back turkey couldn't catch it.
Down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Good deep, baby. Good deep. Good deep.
Out of bounds, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Ah, come on.
Past the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
There we go. That's it, baby. That's it.
Back at the 11-yard
Good job, Payne.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first
Stop,
one.
D. Stop, baby. Stop. We're still in this game. It ain't over yet.
And get back into this game.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan, we now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And we'll get another look now at Sam Howell in this Commanders offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively.
Let's get a good drive, man. We need a good drive right here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The safety's up in the corner over there unless he's blitzing.
Second down, Howell now. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You got to use more of him out of the backfield. He's a good receiver. He used to be a receiver in college. We got to use that talent, man, coming out of the backfield.
Be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
I did a poor job of following my blocking right there.
Quickly there.
I set my blocking up.
Yard to the 33. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the
blocking. Ooh. See, I was not patient behind the run right there. I should have really almost stopped and waited for him to make that block. I tried to anticipate him making that block and kept running. See, I wasn't patient on that play right there.
They'll run with Gibson.
I'm doing a horrible job running.
The first down yardage as he brings us.
But we're getting yards, though. We're getting yards,
baby. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Yes.
And Thomas has it.
Beautiful. There we go. There we go, Logan Thomas. There we go, baby. Let's get back in this thing, man.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime.
Let's get back in this thing.
It worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over.
I didn't let my feet get set before that throw, but it was good enough.
The first half, what didn't,
good enough,
and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because
we got the right side. They must be playing man coverage right now. They're playing man coverage. That's why it looks that way. Here we go.
The ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Pitch it. Oh, that's okay. My hand slipped off the button, guys. It's hot in my studio right now.
On the keeper and a first
he had to pitch that, man. He might have been gone. I actually panicked, really.
Drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And it's incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We get points on the board.
There to
it's all
begin
good.
quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
Yes! It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly. Because
there we go.
What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
We got 5 rushing yards.
You just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's caught by Penny. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Definitely a smarter AI quarterback.
On ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We need a turnover, D. We need a turnover, baby.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You know, Philly's probably one of the best teams in the game.
From the gun, a give to Penny. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Forgot to take the camera lock off.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Howell to throw.
Oh, come on!
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
We threaded the needle right there, man. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
Left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
We got one-on-one coverage unless that safety helps him out over here on the side. We're going to McLaurin. Or maybe me-line. Here we go.
4th
One-on-one
down,
coverage.
Howell, desperation time.
Oh, we didn't throw it right.
And that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Ooh, boy.
Now he's free at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Why did I play the
Charles,
Eagles,
but
man?
to go for it right
Why
there,
did I
and
play
that
the
pick-6 will be
Eagles?
the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
nothing I can do right now.
They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
That was a dot.
They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing here, Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Slade Jr. said no, sir.
Trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Another throw for Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because
defense played really good in this game, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you watch this whole video, let me know, man. Now I'll give you a shout out on Hollywood Sports. Thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next video.
That's the type of game.